No damage to me. Okay, then. I just wanted the two of us. Yeah, Carlisle, this is why you don't become a simp. This is why you don't become a simp. It leads to bad things. He should have just accepted the friend zone or the royalty zone, classes zone, and moved on. Honestly, just would have been better. Oops, wrong button. Oh, Azura is lovely. I love her. She's... Granted, I love all dancer slash bard type of classes. So, I'm biased, but... Yes. Yes. Want to support? No? Okay. I think her gameplay is very interesting, but also I get it. But her story is definitely like... My only complaint is that, like, look, like, Azura and Corrin, like, look, they traded places. They had separate fates. One was kidnapped from, Nor and taken to the other place. And the other was vice versa. Like, Corrin was vice versa. And it's like... Could they have done something a little more, like, unique or fun with it? Did it have to be like, look, two halves of a same coin or something? Like, Hoshido, thank you. I'm tipsy. I was like, I forgot. It's been a while. I know I'm playing through Warriors, but Fire Emblem Warriors doesn't really talk about the countries as much. But, well, kind of. But, like, it's just like... Okay, I don't know what Naomi did to piss you off, if she's just, like, not your type or not, but can you maybe leave her alone? Or never mind, keep giving her good stats. Keep giving her good stat growths. That's fine, too. Don't worry about it. Okay, where was I? Okay, we're finally caught up. Hey, we should look at that. Whee! We made it. Does the continent really not have a name? I think you're right. Weird. Oh, that never crossed my mind. Because they always talked about, like, Nor Hoshido, and then, like, the random little other countries that were, like, neutral or just didn't really matter. Like, like the wind. The names are blanking, but you know what I mean. It's always kingdoms. Yep. Fast forwarding, because I want to get this map done, bitch. Oh, you definitely see Europe Asia connection, because Hoshido, it screams Japan. It screams Japanese type of culture, And you see that with the classes, you see that with the people, you see that with the names, and like, I mean, cause like ninja, samurai, it screams Japan. And then Nor, it's slightly more subtle, but it's definitely European based. Just with like with like the knights and the way magic is looked at compared to Japan looks at magic and stuff like that. With Chinese, Korean architecture, it's got, oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I'm blanking again. Wee! It's fun when I can't keep track of my own brain train thought. Oh, did you guys know? I think Exonerator probably knows, but I don't know if you know, Red Mac Gamer. I love sharing this random fact because I will never let it live down. Even when I'm in my 90s, I will scream it from the top of my lungs. Awakening saved the franchise. It literally was supposed to end with Awakening, and then by some miracle, grace of God, I don't know what, everyone fell in love with Awakening. Everyone knows what Awakening is, and therefore Fire Emblem can live on in peace. It truly, literally saved the franchise. Ah, damn. Okay, we'll wait. I'll wait. Supports? 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 Nope. Okay. Moving on. You were just watching something. I love to let people know because I'm like, yeah, so I mean, it has to be true because what I've noticed growing up as a kid with the Game Boy games and then, you know, the GameCube, Wii, etc. of the Fire Emblem franchise, I could never find another person who knew what Fire Emblem was. I could never find another person when like talking about video games and I'm like, oh yeah, I had this game called like Fire Emblem, I love it. I like played on my Game Boy, like the classic Game Boy. Like I could never find anyone else who knew the fuck what I was talking about ever. I've gotten like my fiance Drax Sketcher like kind of knows about it, mainly Sacred Stones. But otherwise, he wasn't quite into the franchise like I was. Like, he knew at least some of it, which was, like, a blessing. But, like... And that's it, Red Mac Gamer. Most people didn't know about Fire Emblem until Awakening. And Awakening was made to be, like, a farewell letter to the Fire Emblem franchise. Let's get married again. Yeah. But yeah, like Awakening was supposed to be like their farewell letter to the franchise, and like that's why they tried so many new mechanics. They tried new graphics and just new systems. The supports were wild. The story was kind of different from like other Fire Emblem games. It's still pretty core to what the franchise is like. And Like, there were just so many new things they were trying because they were like, you know what? Fuck it. It's our last game. Let's make it worthwhile. And I honestly don't know what it was, but like, I was excited for Awakening because I was like, I've been a nerd for this franchise for forever. But for some miracle, everyone else who never knew Fire Emblem before was just like, man, Awakening looks really interesting. Let's check it out. And then it blew the fuck up. The roof exploded. And suddenly everyone knew what Fire Emblem was. Most people I meet now, it's like, oh, I really only know like Awakening or the games after, which I'm not upset. Some old Fire Emblem fans are like, oh, well, you're not a true fan because you only know about Awakening, and I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. We almost died. Our franchise almost died. I don't give a fuck if most people only know about Awakening or started with Awakening. They're the reason we're allowed to keep playing Fire Emblem games. And it's... yes. This is why we have Echoes. This is why we have Fates. This is why we have Warriors. This is why we have 3 houses. It's just... yes. TED Talk over, rant over. That is true. Japan did not release it into the West until 7. So there were 6 Fire Emblem games that did not make it to America, including 6, which I played only because emulator and fan translations. But yeah. Support. You could tell it was a farewell letter. Sounds like Persona with 5. Yeah, that's a fair comparison. Granted, I also knew of Persona not until 3, so it's not like I've been there since the beginning. But Persona 3 was my introduction, and I loved 3. And I liked 4. Didn't finish it, but I liked it. And then 5 I haven't tried out at all, but it looks great. I love everything I see about Persona 5 and like what's happening in that direction. I'm like, you keep doing you, boo-boo. You're looking beautiful over there. Ike's, if you can find the emulator for it, you can play it. I think. Don't quote me on this. I think you can though. Otherwise, if you're looking for like the hard copy game, good fucking luck when it comes to Path of Radiance. Radiant Dawn, you might be okay. Path of Radiance, unless you're willing to shell out like $200 or I think $300 now, honestly not that worth it. It's a good game, but not worth shelling out hundreds of dollars for. Let's be real. Let's be real. Queen Ismaire, I'm a simp. Man, Naomi's close to level 20. We respect. 150 plus, yeah. Dolphin is usually yeah, Dolphin is the main one that I know of. Is it no good? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, hopefully one day you can play it. Otherwise, there are a couple of good playthroughs I've seen. There is someone who streamed it semi-recently. I don't remember the username off the top of my head, but I rated them one time. And they were going through it, Iron Man style? Is that what it's called? Iron mode? Whatever the fuck it's called. They were doing it that way. And it was fun looking at it and realizing there were a lot of mechanics I didn't remember. It's just like, what? But like, I love that game. I was fortunate with Path of Radiance because I didn't buy it, but my friend, who doesn't really know the franchise super well, she had the game for some reason. and she knew of it, and I think she played some of it. But, she ended up letting me borrow it, so that's how I was able to play it. And then, Radiant Dawn, I bought myself. Yeah. This is as good a place as any. All right, Your Majesty, hand over the sacred stone. I know nothing of the sacred stone's keeping place. Don't waste my time. My partner here sees everything. When the rebellion began, you went straight to the palace altar. You had hoped to prevent us from smashing the sacred stone, but you have the Stone of Johanna with you right now, don't you? Hand it over, cooperate, and I'll let you live. I cannot. Oh, give it up, will you? I have no time for games. If you resist, I'll just kill you and take it anyway. Hold! You mustn't harm her, Kailak. Shut up, Prince. My orders come from higher than you. Your father. You're not going to start disobeying his word, are you? Last chance. Give me your sacred stone. I cannot. A queen to the end. I like you. You've got guts. Too bad I gotta murder you. Goodbye. Ah! No. No. I always hate this part. I always do. Oh, every time. You'll see why. Not this exact second, but it leads up to it. And here's the sacred stone. That makes 2 for me. I'm on a roll now. And no resets. Yep, that's correct. And another sacred stone has been destroyed. Grotto, Frelia, and now Johanna. Only 2 stones remain. What should I do? Kailak, you must help her. Leave her. Let her last breath be a harsh and ragged rasp. She's not long for this world. Why, if you really wanted to help her, you'd deliver the final blow yourself. No, I couldn't. What a joke. I have a little work to wrap up in the hall before we leave. You should hit the road pretty soon too, Prince. I wonder where Queen Ismaire is. I heard she was in the throne room, but there's no sign of her. And there's no sacred stone either. We must search quickly! Starcrest lovers! LYON! Eirika. Wait, LYON! Don't run away! My brother and I have been so worried about you. We know more than anyone the gentleness of your spirit. Your father's deranged, isn't he? That's why Grotto invaded Renee's, right? Tell me, LYON. Please. Tell me what has happened. I'm sorry, Eirika. I've wanted to see you in a frame for so long now. I wanted to see you so that I could apologize. Her sprite. Yes. The invasion of Renee's. I couldn't stop it. I'm sorry, but I still cannot talk to you. Not yet. You have a reason, don't you? I can't talk about it now, but I promise I will tell you everything someday. I see. I believe you, LYON. I must tell you, I'm a little relieved. I was afraid you changed as much as your poor father has. I'm so glad. Me too, Eirika. No, you have changed. You're even more beautiful than you were before! Oh! LYON! I'm sorry. I have to go. Soap opera time. But please remember this. This war started because I was too weak to stop it. But I'll always be your friend. LYON. Eirika, what are you doing? It seems Queen Ismaire has been found. This way. Yes, coming. Queen Ismaire. Is she? We're too late. Her injuries are... She will not last much longer. No, this is the part I can't... Oh. Joshua. Queen Ismaire. Oh, Joshua. Where is that boy? Queen Ismaire. Please forgive me, Joshua. I was a foolish mother. I was so intent on being queen that I spared no time to be your mother. But I loved you nonetheless. Please understand. No, my boy! No, my favorite boy! No, don't cry. I know, Mother. Joshua. Oh shit, I guess you weren't just a normal mercenary, were you? Plot twist. Joshua, it really is you. Joshua, my son. I'm sorry, Mother. I should never have left you. I have no excuse. I wanted to see the world as a man, not as a prince. I wanted to be worthy. I planned on returning to your side afterward. I was so foolish. If I'd been here, I could have... No, it's fine. You're here now. Listen to me, Joshua. The Stone of Johanna has been destroyed. The one who tempted Carlyle is responsible. What? Who was it? Carried a dark stone. It is the origin of all this. It should not exist. Joshua, you must. Our country. Our people. I understand, Mother. Thank you, Joshua. I will address chat in 2 seconds. I have something. Something I must give you. It's one of the sacred twin relics, unique to House Johanna. He who would rule our land must possess it. I've watched over it since your father passed away. I kept it safe and waited for this day to come. Damn it, Accelerator! I need to focus on this scene, otherwise I'm never gonna get through it. But also, I see something happening. Mother, I have it now. I understand its meaning. Joshua, my dear sweet child. Mother. We get weapons! Okay. Okay, I think I could take a pause there. Because, like, that breaks my heart. Because I'm just like, Joshua's like, I love him so much. For no real reason, just, I love him. Damn it. I'm sure my fiance would appreciate that factoid a lot. I'm sure he already knows that, honestly, though, but like, panty snatcher, oh my word. Oh shit, thank you for the follow, Red Mac Gamer. Really appreciated. It's been more than 10 years. I'd grown tired of the formality of palace life, so I just left. I wrote a farewell and left the palace, taking nothing with me. I felt I could never understand the people while I stayed sequestered in a castle. I abandoned my identity and roamed the continent, working where I could. You know what I just realized? Minus, if we don't count fates. Mythology. And refill. Fair enough. I don't blame you. Minus Fates. This is the biggest number of royal characters that are gathered together in a team. Because, like, there's a Frame and Eirika. There's Innes and Tana. There's Larchel. And there's Joshua. That's 6 royals. Only, like, 2 pairs each who are, like, family related. And the rest are just, like, we just here. We vibing. In, like, one Fire Emblem game. That I know of. I don't know about before 6. But, like, wild. Three houses, black. Well, okay, sorry. When I say royals, no, you're not wrong. I was using a broad term. When I say nobles or royals, I mean like the princes and princesses is what I mean. There are noblemen and stuff and like people who are of higher ranking or are from more like higher birth, but this is like the most princes and princesses I have seen, minus Fates, because of course you have all 4 siblings from Nor, you have all 4 siblings from Hoshido, and you have Corrin, and you have Azura technically. Yes. Yes. And then I think if you recruit blonde boy who has like the best hair or whatever, I think he also counts because he's like some kind of like Kane, which kind of counts in my brain because yeah. Ike's story, Warriors, yeah, Kaida's good voice there. A lot of them do, except the only voice I didn't like from Warriors was Hinoka. Because it's not the same voice actress in Fates. And I don't know, just something about the way that particular voice actress does Hinoka's voice that I don't like. I don't know. It's nothing against the voice actress personally. It's something about the way she voices it that I'm like, and then, but, with Ike's story, it's definitely meant to be more of, like, the common man ruling against the evil, corrupt government. And I need more of those. I need more of those type of Fire Emblem games, where it's just, like, the common man fighting against corruption and just fighting for the people. I need more of those. I need more of those. Intelligent Systems, Nintendo, you're not watching this stream ever. Fuck it, but I'm gonna pretend you are. More of those, please. Thank you. Izana, thank you. He's technically a ruler of something. The country. His country. Whatever. Or his region. What the fuck ever. I don't care. Almond Leaf stories. How much of Marth's recruitments are because enemy guys crushing on Guide? No, I don't blame them at all. I loved Echoes. Echoes was amazing. It's close to what I was talking about. It's a slightly different because it's like, surprise, you're royalty. But at the same time, it does stick to the whole like common people wanting things to be better. And fighting against God and telling gods, like, we don't need you anymore, bitches. You can go now. We're good. Like, damn, if that ain't a power move. And also a pretty kind of popular trend in Japanese media. But still.